I've been playing a lot of mid-range and a lot of aggro on the channel lately, and it has been fun, but it really doesn't get the creative juices flowing for me. For me, I'm more of a control player. I like to sit back, relax, and react to the things that my opponent is doing. And to that end, I have landed on a Sultai Dragon's Mill deck. And it sounds weird, but hear me out. There's an enchantment that came out of Tarkir Dragonstorm called Frostcliff Siege. And what you do is when it comes in, you choose one of two options. And the option we're always going to choose is the Teamer option, because that allows us to mill the opponent's library for 4 cards every time we play an instant or a sorcery. And this deck is loaded with them. And that's also why we're running the dragons, because the dragons have omens attached to them. So if we don't need the dragon side of the spell, we're just going to cast the omen, which is great because the omen will shuffle the dragon back into the library, allowing us to play it again later. And we're running things like Marang River Regent, we're running the Black Regent card, we're running a couple of the green dragons as well, just to help us get to our end game a little bit faster. We're also running a few counter spells. We're running a few just spot removal spells. But we also are running Deadly Cover-Up, and we are running Singularity Rupture, a new board wipe from Edge of Eternities that allows us to not just clear the board of creatures, but also mill half of our opponent's library as well. So it's a board wipe and a traumatize in one card. So it's pretty sick for this deck. So we're going to go out there and play a few games for you, and I'm going to show you exactly how this deck operates. And I hope you have fun with the games, because I had a lot of fun playing them. So let's go take a look. Okay, opponent goes first. We got a swamp and a forest. We have a Dispelling Exhale, which you can't cast. Awaken, Strategic Betrayal, Glacierwood. I'm going to keep it just because I have the Bloomvine Verge, so if we draw any land, we'll be fine. Okay, Authority of the Consuls. That's not going to be too relevant against us. So let's go ahead and play this swamp first. Alright, okay, so we are in white and red against a Voice of Victory player. Let's go ahead and play this, and let's get rid of that before he starts getting out of hand. Alright, third land, Dalkovan Pack Beasts. Alright, need land. There we go, there's the land. Okay, and hey, we're in all 3 of our colors, so now we can cast this. Just get rid of that Pack Beast. Alright, we're setting ourselves up pretty nicely so far. Rest in peace, huh? Okay, that's cool. All graveyards are exiled. Okay, well the mill part kind of sucks now, but that's okay. So for now, let's go ahead and omen up. Dig ourselves out of this land deficit. And there we go. I think we're back in this game now. Sky Knight Squire. Alright. I will decline that. That's not going to be relevant anymore. So let's go and play that. We're going to play Wastewood Siege, naming Teamer, and then we're going to pass the turn. Alright. Pass. Attack for 1, sure, pass that. Front line, huh? He's gonna make some goblins. Okay, now that that is actually activating, we're gonna do this. We will pay the 3 life to destroy that. And also, you mill some cards. There we go. Okay, so now let's go ahead and play Glacierwood Siege. Choosing Teamer again, of course. And so now, whenever we cast an instant or sorcery, we can just go off and start eliminating their entire library. Alright, he's still not casting any spells. Oh, maybe he is. Let's see here. Without a dragon, that's going to make things difficult. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you got 2 more guys. Alright, pass. Yeah, they had just enough mana available. That kind of sucked. Alright, pass. Yeah, I'm going to take some damage here. But we'll at least do this right now. And we'll mill you twice. Because we need to find our way into a board wipe here. There it is. Alright, we're going to take both Scavenger and Deadly. Okay, do you have anything else to cast? Maybe another creature? No? Okay. Alright, so let's go and do this. We're going to exude toxins for 1. I'm going to target you with both of our teamers. You mill 8 cards and lose all your creatures. Alright. And then we're going to analyze the pollen. Go get a land. And mill you again. Yup. There you go. That's how the deck is supposed to be played. Just mill them out. Mill out the aggro deck with a freaking enchantment. Fantastic. Okay, so we get to go first. We have Mistrise Village and 2 forests. We don't have black, unfortunately, but I think we'll keep it anyways, because I think we'll be getting there. Okay, let's open with the Mistrise Village. We're not casting anything turn 1, so it doesn't matter if it comes into play tapped or not. Okay, here we go. We got Watery Grave. I'm going to play this forest rather than the Watery Grave right now. Just because I want to cast spells. There we go. That's perfect. So, yeah. Let's just counter it. I don't need to show them my dragon. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's go Watery Grave. Let's see here. Let's pay the 2 life. Let it come into play untapped. We'll keep mana available to cast a Dispelling for this turn if we need to. If they don't cast anything, then we can play the Rakshas's Bargain. Axe Guard Cavalry. Say what? Yeah, we can let that resolve. And a Mild-Mannered Life. What is this deck I'm playing against? You know what? This might be a starter deck. I recognize some of these cards. Alright, end of turn. Let's go ahead and play the Rakshasas. Let's get the Glacierwood Siege and the Marang River Regent. Okay, let's go ahead and play Forest. And then I'm going to play... Gosh, am I too worried about these guys just yet? I don't think I am. So I'm just going to ramp for now and play Claim Territory. Get those 2 forests. One of them comes into play. The other one drops to my hand. Yeah, and we'll just chill for now. Let them generate some creatures. Let them get enough creatures on the table so that I can just blow them all away. Yeah, come on in. Okay, let's go and play this here. Oh shoot, I don't have double black. That's fine. Here's what we'll do. We'll play a full cost Marang River Dragon. And we'll bounce both of those. There we go. Pack those away. Make them play them again. There you go. Beastkin Ranger. Nessian Horn Beetle. Interesting choice. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's go ahead and play the Glacierwood Siege. Naming Teamer. And then I'm going to play... Do I want the ramp or do I want to destroy a creature this turn? Power 3 or less? Okay, so let's do this. We'll do Petty Revenge on the Nessian Horn Beetle for right now. And then we'll mill them for 4. I'm not too worried about attacking, so I'm just going to keep that open as a blocker. They do already have us down to 14. Courageous Goblin. Yeah, this is definitely a starter deck. That kind of makes me feel a little bad about playing against them. Because they're obviously just starting out. Are you sure? My creature's very large. I mean, if you have a combat trick, by all means. Or maybe a burn spell? There you go. Okay, yeah, that works perfectly fine. All right, cool. Good on you for using your resources well. Let's see. Let's go here, and I'm going to play the Bloomvine Regent. We're going to gain 3 life, and then we're going to just pass the turn. Okay. Your dude is now a werewolf. A 3/3. Ruby is back. Okay, solve that. Are you going to come at me? No, I didn't think so. Okay, well, now that we can actually cast our Deadly Cover-Up, we're going to swing. Get that 4 damage in. And then we're just going to clear the board. And mill you for 4. Okay, we got a forest into Garrick's Uprising with no creatures on the board. Oh, that feels bad, man. That feels real bad. All right, let's go and play Rakshasas. All right, teamer you. All right, get the Singularity Rupture and give me the Awaken. And just go. Yeah, pass. I imagine you don't have anything to do. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and Rakshasas. So let's go like that. Tamer you again. All right, give me that and that. Give me all the removal. All right, oh, perfect. Dragonland. And how many cards are still in the library? 27? Yeah, let's just do this. Let's get rid of half of your library. Let's play Traumatize. How many cards are left in the library? 11? Okay. Yeah, we can have this over pretty soon. All right, let's go Mortuary. Regent can stay there. Jesus. All right. Yeah, I guess we'll play this. I mean, there's nothing really else that we can do at this point other than just play Superfluous Instance to mill them out a little bit more. And end the turn. Pass. All right, got nothing else going on, so let's go ahead and grab a dragon. Give me Marang River Regent. All right. Yeah, mill 3 cards, 1, 2, 3. Play that land. You're not playing any creatures, but I can make you exile your library. That's a fun sound. All right, how many cards left? 6? Okay. Yep, we're good. End turn. All right, we got a Spinner of Souls. That's not going to do too well. But hey, it's something, right? All right, end turn. We're going to draw some cards and make you mill 4 cards. All right, yep, we'll discard that. My turn. All right, so we need discard. We'll discard the land to get something back from our library, or graveyard, I mean. It'll be the Marang. Okay, and then I'm going to Bit of Triumph that. We'll pay 3 life to do it. And then we will mill the rest of your library out. You know what would make me feel really bad? If this was like literally this guy's like first game ever. That would really suck for that to be like their first experience with Magic Arena, is going up against like a hard control deck like that. That would really suck. Okay, I'm going back at it. We got a swamp and a forest. We have Awaken, we have Singularity Rupture, Deadly Cover-Up, Analyze the Pollen, and Glacierwood Siege. This is actually pretty keepable, even though it's a 2-land hand, simply because we have Analyze the Pollen. Oh, okay, so that actually does help. So let's go ahead and do Botanical Sanctum into Analyze. And we will use it to go get a second swamp. That way later on we can play our double black spells. Okay, so we're up against a blue-black deck. So let's go ahead and let's play this swamp and then just pass the turn. We got nothing else to do. All right, we got a demolition field. So let's go ahead and play forest. And I'm going to play Glacierwood Siege, test them for a counterspell. There you go, there's a counterspell. I'm totally happy with you burning counterspells on that spell specifically, because it tells me that you're not really too keen on holding counterspells for anything else. Perfect. Yeah, let's burn through all those counterspells. Demo field my land, huh? Okay, that's fine, I'll go get an island. Cruel Somnophage. Oh, are you a mill player? Okay. You have my attention, friend. Very nice. Alright, let's do it here. And that's in the adventure zone, not in the graveyard. So we are just going to chill. Pass. Anything else? Just gonna cast this Somnophage for 1. Okay, cool. Anything else? Okay, end of your turn, I will cast Rakshas's Bargain. And that'll get me Dispelling and Restless Reef. Get rid of those forests. Alright, let's go and play the Restless Reef. And I'm going to hold on for this turn because I only have access to 1 blue mana. And I don't want to go shields down with a counterspell in my hand. Pass. Deal 1. You got it, champ. 1 damage. Okay, my turn. There we go. Okay, cool. And even better is an extra island. So now we're going to cast Awaken the Honored Dead. Targeting their only permanent. Get them out of here. All right. And then we end the turn. I really enjoy Sultai because it gives you options to handle just about anything your opponent can throw at you. That's cool. Roll 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Let's go and play the Underground Mortuary. Oh, careful, girl. Careful. Okay. I like counterspell, so that's going to stay right there. And with that, I'm going to end the turn. You're playing blue-black, so you very likely will be able to handle any creatures I drop on the table. So we're just going to wait you out. Yep, my turn. Yep, discard a card. We're gonna discard Deadly Cover-Up to get something back from our graveyard. And that something will be Marang River Regent. Perfect. Okay. And with that, we are going to end the turn. So one thing I don't like about these control matchups is you tend to just stare at each other for a very long period of time, not committing anything to the board. So we just kind of have to sit here and stare at each other. But I am going to continue to goad out counterspells with all of these draw spells. Let's discard that forest. We're pretty good on land right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and play Glacierwood Siege. And see if you got a counterspell for it. He does not. Perfect. So that comes in. And now we can actually start winning the game. Because every spell that we play from here on out is going to mill them for 4 cards. Sure. I will let that resolve, and I will go get an island for my troubles. Take action. You're not beating me on the basic land check. All right, pass turn. All right, how many cards do you have in your library right now? 42? Okay. All right, so they're actually Esper control, so they should have plenty of options for us. Perfect. Let's go ahead and dispel that. Show them a dragon. And then mill them. Okay, and now that they're tapped out, we get to do it back to them. And also mill them for an additional 4, effectively traumatizing them. Okay. And now we're just going to hold back in the turn and hold onto our other counterspell in case they try to Singularity us again. Also, how many cards do I have in the library now? 16. Okay, that's what I was afraid of, so we're going to go ahead and do it again. And mill them for their efforts. Perfect. All right, and now we're going to do it to them again. They only had 8 cards left in the library. That's hilarious. Okay. All right, now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and analyze the pollen, collect evidence, and go get the rest of their library and a dragon. GG. Good job, Analyze the Pollen. Winning games. Okay, and we're back with the post-game wrap-up. And the things I gotta say about this deck is it's really damn strong. This deck is probably going to be my go-to control deck for when I want to play on ladder. It really has a lot of the tools to handle almost anything the format has right now. It has the backup plan of beating fakes with dragons if the mill strategy doesn't pan out. You got counterspells, you got draw, you got board wipes, you got spot removals. Like, it's got everything a control deck really wants to be playing. As far as MVPs are considered, I gotta say the Marang River Regent is a fantastic card on both sides. It's like, if you need bounce, you got it. If you need card draw, you got it. If you need to mill your opponent out by casting the Omen, you got it. And another really great card that not a lot of people are playing, but I really enjoy for this deck is Rakshas's Bargain. The fact that it allows you to look at 4 cards, choose 2, and put the other 2 in your graveyard that you can then use the last part of the Sultai saga to get a card back with. That's actually makes it even stronger than I would say stock up. So that's why I'm kind of playing Rakshas's Bargain over stock up. It fits the theme of the deck a little bit better. Aside from that, Singularity Rupture and the enchantment, the Frostcliffe Siege, it just works. I mean, it just works fantastically. I really got no real weak spots in the deck. Like even Analyze the Pollen ends up being a really great card in any stage of the game. In the early game, if you are at a deficit for lands, you can just go get a land. Or in the late game, you can cast it with its side effect to go and just dig up any dragon that you happen to need right now. It is actually a really clutch card in this deck, and I'm really happy to have it. But that being said, I gotta say the deck is really, really strong, and I would recommend this deck to almost anyone that wants to play these colors. So I'll leave a deck list in the description box down below, so you can try it out yourself if you'd like to. And that's gonna be it for now. So until next time, take care of yourselves.